What's up, guys? It is Sam here, and today I wanted to talk about Tom Steyer. He is a billionaire who is running for the Democratic nomination for president. And I wanted to go over some interesting information and just give some insight into who this person is. So I am on OpenSecretsorg, and I'm doing research for my next donor video. So if you want to see that, make sure you press that subscribe button. But where we rank the candidates based upon some of their factors around the donors that they're raising, the number of donors, the percentage of small donors, and whatnot. We stack rank them, and so this is what I was using this site for because it does a nice job of doing that. And then I came across Tom Steyer's to rank him, and I see that he's candidate is self-financing of $47.5 million. And I was like trying to put myself into the shoes of somebody who has this amount of capital to be able to play with, because he clearly wants to do something if he's willing to spend this money. Now, some people may think, well, if he's got multiple billion, 50 million is really not that much. This is true, but I want to really try to understand a little bit more about him. And I just scrolled down to the bottom of the page, and then I scrolled back up, and there's a presidential file. So if we click on that, this is the actual PDF that Tom Steyer filed on September 13th, 2019. So I started to actually research this. So this is actually, it says the United States Office of Government Ethics, preventing conflicts of interest in the executive branch. Yeah, fucking right. Bet you do an awesome job at that too. It's fucking ridiculous. I did not read that the first time. Okay, so we have up here Executive Branch Personal Public Financial Disclosure Report for Mr. Steyer. Let's check him out. So, I work in finance, and I don't have a ton of experience around people that have this much wealth. But it is interesting to know how many different companies, trusts, identities, like from a legal standpoint, a trust or a business is like a entity. So there's different entities that he is associated with. He's got a ton of them right here. 503c3, a 501c3, which is a nonprofit organization. He's the president or director. So with each one of these positions, I mean, there's easily potential for, tens of thousands of dollars a year in value that could be exchanged in some way or another, or not millions of dollars easily moved back and forth. There's a couple banks down here where he is the chair at both of these. So it looks like a bunch of them actually ended recently. He probably had to for running for president, I guess. So maybe they are trying to do a good job. I just think that there's probably a lot of other shady shit that happens. Anyways, we come down here and we see the amount of money and where it is coming from. In an IRA, he's got some in Schwab, Berkshire, Brookfield, Comcast, and you see the dollar amounts over here, as well as the income from each one of these positions. I haven't looked up the dividend, or if any of these are producing any type of dividend, but to make it says income, so I'm not sure if this is income generated from it, or I mean, because if you're holding Ecolab Inc. and they're paying any sort of dividend, and you're holding, somewhere between $500,000 and $1 million, even if they're paying a small amount as a dividend, unless their shares are extremely high, it doesn't take a lot to get over $201. But I'm not sure. Pretty interesting thing that I found here, and I just wanted to. Okay, let's take a look here at the end. This is for other assets and income. So this is probably relating to him that nobody else has ever actually taken a look at. So this is, if you're seeing this with me, this is the first time probably any person on the internet is actually seeing this, or very, very few have ever taken a look at this. But these are all the different other assets and income that he is receiving. So he's got the value of the assets right here, and this tells you the total value of Ecolabs Inc., right? It's different than what's up top. I think that's the contribution amount potentially. And it says the income amount over here. So just from that one position, he's earning $100,000 to $1 million from Comcast in terms of the income type would be dividends or capital gains in this case. So he was trading shares of some sort. This is just dividends of $100,000 to $1 million a year, just from his investments. And you can see there's a boatload of them here. This one is 1 million to 5 million. I'm assuming these are annual numbers, but I don't know. They could be quarterly. I have no idea. Let's see if we can see if it says quarterly on here anyway. I don't see anything that says that, so we'll just assume this is on an annual basis. It might say something at the top of this, but I haven't looked at that. And there's probably like, I don't know, 15 on this page, I would say. But then it goes on even longer. This is incredible. Holy shit. Like, look at this. This is retarded. Like, look at this. This is so amazing. This is incredibly amazing. Look at, do you guys just appreciate the level of complexity of this man's holdings and the level of detail required to and depth of understanding to comprehend every piece, assuming that is if they're not just all stocks. But that's a tremendous amount of additional income just you get in assets that you're getting from just a lot of stocks. I mean, it looks like there's some other partnerships or something, if you know, because he's got interest. He's got multiple different types of income. So one of the reasons you might want different types of income, for those of you who don't know, is that they're taxed differently. So if you want to shift around how you pay taxes and how much you pay in taxes, or if a certain, depending on the company and stuff, you might be able to write certain parts of certain things off. So you could do through bonds or like loans, interest-free loans and whatnot. So there's many different ways to get money out of an entity without paying a tremendous amount in taxes. And those are just some of those like different ways that you can do things like that. So I just wanted to make a quick video about it. Let me know what you guys' thoughts are down below in the comment section. Don't forget to subscribe for that donations video. Peace.